What's up, everybody? So this is April 25th, 2022. So I'm going to do a breakdown of US30 and where I think it might be headed this week. So starting off here, let's zoom out one time frame further. Starting on the monthly time frame, we see that it's turned into a big bearish candle. Last week, it was looking kind of like it might, push up possibly. It was all the way up here. So this big drop mostly occurred actually last week. But as of right now, on the monthly time frame, it's definitely looking bearish. 4 days left in the month, and big bearish candle, and it looks like it is breaking through this level of support that it's been respecting for a few months, right at the 33,800 level, give or take. If it continues to push down, excuse me, past this weekly support level here of 32,700 roughly, gets past below 32,000, I think we might be seeing, the major correction territory, maybe even the potential of a large retrace, really, dropping all the way back down to here, maybe even to under 30,000, 29,200. We'll see. I mean, that obviously would, mean that the U.S. economy is, going into recession, but we'll see. I mean, what happens in the coming months. But as of right now, currently for our bias, we're looking at bearish, definitely, I would say, from the monthly time frame. Now jumping over to the weekly, more of the same. Again, this candle, as you can see, last week's candle, it started off the week here, respecting this previous trend line I had drawn previously, and also you see this bearish candle here had shown some exhaustion the week prior, so it did look like this might continue and push back up, and it did, as you can see from this wick, initially push up, but then towards the end of the week, there was a lot of new stuff that was coming out, so that pushed it down tremendously, and just momentum pushed it down. So definitely from the weekly perspective, what this equals for us is definitely bearish as well. So we're definitely so far with a bearish bias on both the monthly and the weekly time frames. So now let's jump over to the daily. On the daily, here we see what occurred last week specifically. I mean, you see we start off pushed up, had some good momentum to the upside, really respected this level of support here right around this 35,200 to 35,300 area roughly, and basically just tapped this weekly support and resistance line that I had drawn previously, 35,481. Just tapped it and then dropped down the last 2 days of the week. A nice big engulfing, on Thursday, and then Friday it was just a huge drop, broke through, multiple zones, multiple support and resistance areas on a higher time frame. So definitely, again, bearish. I would say fully as well so far as the bias goes, of the direction that I'm going to be looking to take trades for in the week. So with all this, uh, I'm now onto the 4 hour. Again, more of the same. We see it's pushed down. This is just where the week has started. These couple candles here. So really, the week is kind of hovering a little bit. Like it's lost obviously momentum from the big push. This was all Friday. All this was Friday really. But well, actually no. This okay. So starting from there was Friday. So this was all Friday here. So, as you see, it was a nice move. I tried to get onto the upside, didn't, but then I did catch a move on the downside, close out here for market close. But anyways, bearish. Definitely, I would say bearish. So we zoom out a little bit, or zoom in a little bit more onto the H1. And, again, continuing with the bearish biases from the higher time frames, I'm going to be looking only for sell orders. Could this push up? Maybe this will form a little double bottom here and push up. I can try to ride the wave back up. I can, maybe, if that opportunity presents itself, but I'm going to be looking more personally myself for bearish move sells. So I'm going to personally wait for a pullback to this area, or more probably this area to this area. So anywhere from 34,200 to about 34,400, 500, let's just say. I want to be looking really for price to pull back anywhere in here. I mean, I don't want to just project, obviously, and only wait for that. But right now, there really wouldn't be, any other move that I can see. I mean, I can't just try to catch this exhaustion and try to ride it back up here, but I just don't see the sense in that really, me personally. So, and then also if we take out our fibs here, we start from this point here, where this all started on Thursday, this push down, and we go here. Additionally, if price were to push up to this area here, that would be, in line with 38.2 fib. Something else to consider as far as some confluence there. So I'm going to be looking for today. I don't think I'm going to take any trades really. I mean, again, the only move that would be here, in my opinion, would be basically trying to just catch it at the very bottom here. Put my stop in here into this zone, and then just try to ride it up. For 1 to 2. At least. I don't know. I don't see it, me personally. I mean, yes, it could be done, but let's say even if we get in like right here at the very bottom. So let's put 100 pip stop, 100 point stop, rather, not pip, 100 point stop. If we go for a 1 to 2, it'll have to be like pushing. So we're gonna have to get it here on the double bottom. Wait for some exhaustion, a sign, to get in, that it's not continuing to push down and then keep pushing down, and then catch it back up to there. But I'm not really. I mean, I don't know. It's a move potentially, but I'm not really looking for that. So I'll keep that on the back burner. But more probably, what I'm gonna be looking for is something along this line. So look for price to come back anywhere from here to here, somewhere in here. So let's just say more or less at the 38.2. Then we give it 100 pip, 100 point again, sorry. 100 point again stop. And then if we do that, we target the bottom of this range. So even if it's not there, let's just say here. Just for the sake of example, we're talking about a 1 to 6. We're talking about 1 to 6 risk to reward potentially, and in the direction of the overall bias, which on the higher time frames is absolutely bearish. I mean, it's not bullish right now at all. So that's my take on it. That's what I'm going to be looking for primarily. As far as a short-term move, like I said, this one here, I mean, maybe it might work out to be something. Oh, I messed up the little entry point there, but it doesn't really matter. But, whatever, I'll fix it later. Doesn't really matter. But, okay, there we go. Just trying to just leave the stuff laid out. So, anyways, as far as an entry goes on the sell, or as far as entry goes on the counter trend, it'll be something like this. Me personally, I don't think I want to take it unless I see something that's like a lot of exhaustion, a lot of just formation that would really indicate the price is going to push back up strong. Maybe I'll just shoot for the 1 to 2, but I think a better move, a move that will require more patience, obviously, to wait for, but could potentially have a lot more reward for the same amount of risk, and additionally going into the direction of the overall bias on the higher time frames, which is definitely bearish right now. This, I think, definitely will be the move that I'm going to be waiting for more than anything. This will be more just like a short-term little move to try to catch, but we'll see. And it looks like, honestly, the price is pushing up as we speak. Let's see. I'm curious. Maybe that already happened on the top lower time frame. Yeah. No, so we can watch it play out here. Not that I'm into the move now, but let's say we would have got in there. It would have been 100. Yeah, okay, well, maybe, yeah. I mean, obviously I'm not in that move, but yeah, maybe it would have worked on a little short-term time frame. So we will see that if it pushes up this morning to if it pushes up to 33,699, then yeah, that would have been a good little 1 to 2. Yep. But anyways, the overall bias I'll say definitely for the week is going to be bearish. Going to be looking more than anything for bearish moves, and really going to be hoping, or not hoping, but looking for price to push up. After this big push down at the end of last week, push up. Have some the bulls come back in, and see what happens when it gets into this area here. That there's going to be a lot of resistance here, pushing it back down, I believe. So we'll take a look and see where the week goes. So with that, happy trading and see you next time. Thank you.